welcome. It's your boy Carcino. Don't forget to hit the like door, subscribe to the page, all those wonderful things. Shouts out there at Kwame Brown Buzz Life and congrats. 1 million views. His interview on the Pivot podcast in 7 days is over 1 million views. Congratulations. That proves the point. The people do want to hear Kwame Brown. So the bigger question is, why is he being prohibited? That is a question that is for the masses. That is a question that's for the people that's running YouTube. There are probably 1 billion people creating videos on. Why are you so concerned with a guy who y'all consider to be a bust? Y'all are so concerned with what he might say and what he's already said, when all he said was basic common sense. Why don't we have these things in place? Why is Stephen A. Smith going to these colleges talking about a player that has not played in the game in years? Why is he getting paid to go to colleges to do these things? Why they won't send notifications out the way they're supposed to for videos like this? Who do they know that keeps coming with the sabotage? See, they don't want to answer those questions because those questions open the door to new questions. The same way you don't get a notification for this is the same way they're not sending out all the notifications and suggesting the videos for Kwame Brown. What could cause that? Well, people on the inside of YouTube who are content creators themselves, and they are partnered and become a part of the system, and they control the life and death of people's accounts. They try to sabotage you, they try to tear you down, and do everything they can to rip you apart. Now, because this go along, get along game, now she just ticked me off with that text message right there. But because this go along, get along game exists, and they do the things that they do. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, like I said, whatever. Now, because of the way they move and that they do this on purpose, you know what they do now? They make it more and more look like it's your fault. This is on you. You did something wrong. Or there's something in the algorithm. That's the word they came up to explain the corruption when they're being paid. Someone is paying these people to do these acts. This man just did 1 million views on a podcast show. So how in the world is this man not doing 200, 300,000 views a day? Someone is shadow banning him and submerging his videos down. Look at this video. This video has not went anywhere. There have been no notifications. There's been nothing that went out talking about this video. Nothing. Zero traffic, zero notifications. And I got 240,000. But just because I put his name in the title, all of a sudden, nothing moves. What's up, T? They'll send you some nonsense and say something like, oh, well, you did the video when most people asleep. How you know when my when my subscribers are up and when they're asleep? They could be half day. I could go live at any time of the day. It'll be more than this. Oh, it's the algorithm. I didn't have a problem with an algorithm before. Why I have a problem with an algorithm now? Because they want you to pay money. That's what it's about. Paying money. And as long as you with a go along, get along gang, they gonna pay money. Stephen A. Smith paying money. He was on there talking about Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is out here promoting a bullshit book called Straight Shooter, when it should be called Straight BSer, because that's all he is. He ain't shot straight in his whole damn life. In his whole damn life, he ain't never shot straight. He ain't never did nothing straight his whole goddamn life. He's been a behind the scenes lying backstabber. That's what he is. And he's mad at Kwame Brown for going on the Pivot podcast. He's mad about that Pivot podcast. Now y'all done gave a platform to Kwame Brown and he done got 1 million views. So he can't come out to the Pivot podcast, so they go out to Kwame Brown page. Now every upload he got, his videos ain't being suggested. Why? Because the guy that they got on you that works for YouTube, that they know, they just line his pockets, and what do you know? All of a sudden, videos ain't being suggested. Notifications ain't popping up. Right. All of a sudden, since he's done the Pivot podcast and it started taking off, now I don't get a Kwame Brown notification. How that happens? I got 240,000 subs naturally. No cheating like all these other people, and they're allowed to buy the subs. YouTube say pay us money and we'll promote you. Ain't that something? You gotta pay money to get something naturally. And because I don't want to pay money and play ball, they said, oh, we gonna show you. You don't want to play ball with us. You don't want to pay us money. In case you're wondering how all these people get these views and they go up to thousands and 200,000, 300, like all these sports shows, and they pay. They got to pay this person to promote their channels so they can get a pass. Zero notifications. Zero suggests. But yet and still, here we are. No, they came in trying to sabotage me from the giddy up. I saw the play. They've been on me since January the 9th. We already got people working on it and trying to get things back right. But they've been on it since January the 9th. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They deliberately slowed me down because I don't want to play ball. And because I don't want to play ball, this is this is the route they got you on. Because you ain't gonna do the things we want you to do. What you two want me to do in all these messages, they want me to collaborate with somebody. They think I'm Gilbert Arenas to some damn body. Like I need somebody to be on there to collaborate with, and they want me to collaborate with some white guy that they gonna dig up and say, "Hey, join them." That's what Gilbert Arenas do. That's his lane. You know, he can't make content on his own, so he got to team up with somebody. He got to sell his channel. He wants y'all to become members of his channel. Y'all paying a membership for a guy that ain't giving you no content. That gotta be the greatest screw job in history. A guy gonna say, join my membership, but don't worry, someday content gonna come. But right now, keep making your donations. But the content one day will come. That's what they telling you. The content gonna be there one day. Don't worry about it. Now they had a show on Fubu Sports. Now they finna have another show on another station. Hey, congratulations to the con job y'all pulling off. But you can't tell me Kwame Brown ain't getting 100,000 views on a per video a day, and he just generated 1 million views in 7 days. His interview was bigger than Isaiah Thomas' interview talking about Michael Jordan. His interview was bigger than Travis Kelce interview. His interview is the biggest one they've had this year. Let that sink in. Kwame Brown's interview was bigger than all of theirs put together. I did a video on that, and that didn't go nowhere. It's been a sabotage mode for a long time for this thing that they trying to do. But just like all, this is just like before. You bob and weave it and you keep it moving. But we're aware of the nonsense and the unfair biasness that's happening and the payola. We understand and we're aware of it. We've been watching these people doing shadow bans. We've been watching the people trying to control the narrative and try to say, oh, it's about this, and it got nothing to do with anything. It's because he's a man, and he says what he feels, and he ain't going along with what they think is status quo. He don't have to. Everybody don't have to be in a simulation. They want everybody to be a symbol. Like, oh, we all got to go down the damn same picket line. Johnny and Janie said this is what we need to do, so I guess we got to listen to Johnny and Janie. Remember, I was watching this damn movie with this girl. She was like, what did Rotten Tomatoes say? What kind of rating they gave it? I'm like, I don't know. I don't go on there. I don't look at their ratings to make my decisions on a movie. I looked at the trailer and said it looked good, and I said, all right, let's go for it. What the hell is Rotten Tomatoes gonna tell me? Again, something that started off as a good idea, then they realized Hollywood's like, hey, they controlling too much, and they start writing them checks, saying, okay, these are the movies we want y'all to go ahead and improve and give them a good rating, even if it's bad. Here's a check, and then you lose your credibility, and now you got fluff out here getting like 90 something reviews. Then they start doing, okay, we're gonna have the audience reviews. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 99. The audience gave it a 3. How y'all that way off? So I don't trust that stuff, man. I go by, I'll listen to somebody's movie review on YouTube and be like, I'm gonna hear what they had to say about it. But I make my decision to go based off how I feel. So it's always gonna be different. Different situations. Oh, they wanted the Pivot Podcast to fail. Of course they do. Everybody thought the Pivot Podcast was going to probably do 30, 40, 50,000. Kwame would have been okay with any of it. He didn't know it was going to be like that. I knew it was going to be big. When it was frozen at 30,000 immediately, I said, oh no, this is way more than that. Like, it's way more than this. Then I saw it was at 250,000 that first night. And I'm looking at the channel, go to the real numbers that they getting. And you seeing the numbers like shoot through the roof. And it gets stuck. Well, that's what they do. They create shows that they don't know what the hell they talking about or doing, and then they try to move on from there. Like the other clown that he had that was working with him. I don't know if he's still working with that clown or not, but him, Gummy, all the rest of them, them low lives. So don't nobody worry about them. But the sabotage game, that game is old. Right. It's not gonna stop the content. The content is still gonna be there. They're just trying to stop the content from being distributed from point A to point Z. And I'm gonna call them out on it every time I get a chance. Because what y'all doing is unfair practices. Everybody's supposed to have that opportunity. But you all messing YouTube up. You see, and then that's gonna come in with all these new rules, and it's always gonna be rules for the Negroes. It's not gonna be one for everybody else, only the Negroes. They the ones that get punished. All of a sudden, cursing is a bad thing. But how many of these shows they got with these other people that are not Negroes that are cursing? Almost all of them. So what you gonna do with them? What you gonna do with these podcast shows that curse? You gonna come after them too? Of course you're not. They're gonna come after the Negroes. All of a sudden they say, hey, we can't show guns on YouTube no more. We got to take it all down. All of a sudden the drill music thing had to go. Right? They were showing guns. It all had to go down. You talking violence, you talking this and that. That violates the code of that. It was to punish Negroes. See, what they realized was that everyday regular Negroes were getting paid legally a lot of money on YouTube. So they came up with this yellow dollar sign, limited ads, because that limited ads was going to stop all of this. And if it's the content is too violent, too extreme, but it was there to regulate the Negroes. It was there to put a stranglehold on people's content if they felt like it. And say, oh, it's the computer. And it's like, why would the computer take a video that has no profanity, nothing in it whatsoever, that's talking anything negative or breaking any violations? What did that computer hear to make that infraction? And you never get a report on it. They'll know your video is not in violation, put it as a yellow, and hold it for like 2 days till your video traffic dies down, then turn it green and say, hey, congratulations, your video is now green. That's cheating the creators. That's robbing and theft to the creators. Exactly. So all the other creators don't realize this, because that's why my videos had already went down that road where there was very limited profanity in any videos that I was doing, because I already see the play. I already see their goals. I already see what the setup is. And then they try to come with nonsense behind all of it. So why are the videos being suggested? Because you're not paying the money. That's why. So if you don't want to pay to play, they ain't gonna put you in rotation. And if you saying something that's against status quo, and you go against that go along, get along game. If you ain't praising Dwayne Wade and his son and want to be a daughter, that's frowned upon. If you ain't praising Little Nas X, that's frowned upon. You supposed to go along with the masses. Yeah, I didn't want to partner and collaborate with this one guy. I don't know him. He's a white guy. He got a channel. They tried to put me with him, saying, "Why don't this person would seem like a great collaborator. Y'all should collaborate." I mean, I don't know him. Collaborate on what? I don't need somebody to do content with me. Plus, it's gonna have to be somebody I rock with. Hey, HD could do a podcast show. He could do that standing on his head. Kwame could do one. So, why are you trying to pair me with some guy I don't even know? then I get it. They want me to build him up. Ain't that they did with Andrew Schultz and Charlemagne? Charlemagne's boosting up Andrew Schultz. Next thing you know, Andrew Schultz is hating on Charlemagne and doing his own thing, right? Now Andrew Schultz is blown up and he doing all his stuff. Like, where are these guys coming from? And who are they? Why are we boosting them? Why are we putting all our energy into them? Oh, because once the interview came out, it was almost immediately. Once Kwame Brown's interview from the podcast came out, and it was blowing up and going left and right, right? His Pivot podcast was on fire. That followed, stupid A. Smith decided to go ahead and say something about Beyonce and Rihanna. She ain't Beyonce. So all that news is out. All of a sudden, after that, and I mean right after that, they immediately went to sabotaging all types of notifications, anything that was flying out. I didn't get nothing from Kwame from like his last 3 videos. I didn't get the Christian rock. I didn't get the Shannon Sharp apology video. I got the $1 million service. That was it. So that's 1, 2, 3. The Georgia couple one, I never even saw this. And all of a sudden, they're trying to submerge Kwame Brown down. Don't share his videos. They want to make it look like Kwame Brown is falling off when he's not. It's a lie. Same way they do it me and doing to me, they trying to do it to Kwame Brown's channel. It's the same game. All the dirty boot kissers, they're out there trying to sabotage people's page. They doing all this nonsense to try to make it appear that that's what's happening. And it's not going to stop anything because the videos will continuously be made and the work will still be getting done. Right. So he just did 1 million, right? With the Pivot podcast. 1 million. Let's take a look at Kwame Brown's numbers. That's 626, which is his largest one. His most popular. 483K, 400K, 348K. All this is a year ago. 200K, 199, 199, 177. Look at this. 159. All of these. Right? Look at that. You mean to tell me he can't do that no more? He can't do those numbers right now? The only thing stopping him from doing these right now It's them people. Them people. They the only ones. And see, y'all keep confusing me. And I forgive you, but you guys keep confusing me with those other people who latched on to Kwame Brown. And I forgive you because most of you just don't know. I have been on YouTube for a very long time. I've already been on YouTube. No. See, the way this goes is simple. They're clowns. And the industry is always going to be full of clowns. Well, that's like right now, if you say the word Jaguar right, it's a bad idea, right? That's how they see it. Anybody go against status quo, it's a bad idea. That's how they look at it. They like, oh, you got to go along with the go along, get along game. Notice no one talks about Damar Hamlin no more. No update on his conditions, how he's recovering, nothing. They even tampered with my StreamYards. That's why I don't really do them like that. Because they start sabotaging the StreamYards. I'm going to do one today, but that's why I don't do them no more. Every time I try to do a StreamYard or whatever live stream, it come in with sabotage. Because you got people that work with YouTube, that work along with people like DJ Vlad, and this is where the problem comes in at. This is where the disconnect, and because you don't have a relationship with DJ Vlad, because you're not a butt kisser or butt sniffer like the rest of these people, then there's always a problem. There's always this conflict. If you say anything about him, oh, we got problems. Oh, here comes a new problem. Every time you turn around, there's another new situation. There's another new person now trying to sabotage you. Oh, you said this about so and so, and their agent is mad, saying that that wasn't true. So now we got to go ahead and do this, and but what you said wasn't illegal, but we can't push the video now because so and so is mad. I mean, it don't surprise me. Nothing surprised me. 2 months ago, my channel was thriving. Now, right after that, starting the new year off, is all this conflict. We back at the distribution. We back with the trying to figure out what's going on. People are trying to help. It's like, come on, let's be real. What they really gonna do? I mean, what is everybody really gonna talk about and do? You know, you got all these people talking about we gonna set the record straight, right? But what is really gonna set the record straight? I went on the Patreon and I update the Patreon more than probably anybody on Patreon. I know I had the record at one point. I had to slow down because I had so much going on Patreon because I thought that's what you're supposed to do. There's people that put one item up a week on Patreon. Be like, dog, you put some up every day? I'm like, that's what I thought I was supposed to be doing. You know, people paying money. I mean, that's what I'm like, man. People are paying money. Why wouldn't I put some up? I done spoiled y'all. But the thing is they'll be coming to me on there like, yo, man, you ain't putting nothing up. I'll be like, dog, I'm like the top creator on Patreon. One of the top as far as content. Nobody's putting up more content than me. They had never seen it. Thanks, Lovelace. They had never seen it. When I got on Patreon, a lot of stuff wasn't even there yet. Patreon was like this experimental thing. They weren't even doing super chats. Super chats did not exist. That's why they used to promote Patreon. They said, "Oh, get you a Patreon." YouTube used to promote that because then they went and got themselves a Patreon and got memberships. So they're like, "Well, you don't need Patreon no more. Just come get a membership." But I'm like, "No, I built my Patreon up. So why would I go get a membership with y'all? Make y'all pay a membership over here for Carcino for Life, and I got the Patreon." I'm like, it don't make sense because here I'm putting all my eggs in one basket. What if y'all get mad one day and just don't want to? Y'all want to take my membership money? Y'all could do that. So I'm not gonna keep all my eggs in one basket. That's why we got the Patreon. See, that's powered by the people. So that's why the Patreon gets stuff first. Like the Jaguar Wright video, y'all probably won't see that for a little bit. They get the early first dibs. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm about to take a nap. I've been up working like crazy. Sean thinks that Gilbert Arenas suffers from mental health issues. I believe him. I do believe he suffers from mental health. And they keep giving him shows and giving him money, and I don't understand it. Like, give him a show, give him money. I'll be like, I don't know what you're paying for. But knock yourself out. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't really follow his shows or too much of it because 9 times out of 10 he's boring. Like the guy is really like a drag to listen to. It's like, what am I listening to? He needs what he needs is a dance partner. That's why he'll appear on somebody else's show because he needs somebody to ask him a question because he can't formulate it himself. He can't hold a microphone or a phone like this now and be going 46 minutes, 50 minutes straight. He can't do stuff like that. He only can go about 3 minutes, 5 minutes tops on his own because he's boring. He thinks he's funny. That's the thing. Guys like that, they think they funny because other people normally laugh at their jokes because they're an NBA guy, but they're like jokeless, and it's like corny valley jokes. Seriously, corny valley jokes. And I'd be like, dude, you're corny, but I get it. You're in the league. Or was in the league. Look at that. Like Christmas. Look at that. Christmas. That means I'm going to be staying in the house where it's warm and full of heat. That's beautiful. To those who out there, thank God I don't have to go out there. I'm gonna stay right here. And had me 3 big gulps of soup. This girl text messages pissed me off. And that's not a good way to start the morning. She wake up pissing me off in her text messages. That's not good. Oh, I can't remember what color jerseys they had on last night. What color jerseys that they had? Did they have the yellow? The Lakers had the yellow on. Okay, we get the yellow Blame James mugs. You want to order these mugs? We got the Blame James mugs. We got them in every color. Every color LeBron and lost in. We got them right in the Teespring. It's in the description of all the videos. Yeah, just go on Teespring, type in Blame James, and you can get them and pick the color you want to order. Blame James. me some green tea. Go ahead, chill and relax. But yeah, that's the game they playing. Because all these people got deals with YouTube. So they can call up YouTube, and if they don't like what a certain creator has said, they play politics. And they go ahead and make a move against you. That's what they do. Right. It made me think the super chat didn't even work no more. They went and did a reboot of my whole page to try to fix the corruption that was going on. They did that last night. Don't look like it worked. But that's what I tell them. Spend your money. Keep spending money to try to mess me up. Keep wasting your money. I could care less. I don't care about Gilbert Arenas. Don't need them. So why would I care? You see, that's the part that they don't seem to get. I didn't build my channel up off of one individual. I didn't build my channel up on Gilbert. I didn't build my channel up on Kwame. I've already had a channel that was successful. Unlike these other people. They're not even successful, but they believe they are because they're building it around one individual. And then they think they can segue on to something else, but they forget one thing. They're not interesting. And when you're not interesting, these are what they would consider the worst parts about yourself. I mean, seriously. Where you gonna go after that? Nobody listens. That's the problem. Nobody listens anymore. Blessings to y'all. Oh yeah, my Cash App is Carceno, Karceno. What was the most unique thing? It's no real one thing. It's just that it's unrealistic to tell me that somebody with almost 400,000 subscribers is only going to get 10,000 views on a video, if that. 5,000, and then there's no notifications going out. It's like, are you serious? I'm getting more notifications from the newer channel he got than his older one. It makes no sense. Then they're going to come up with another way to weasel it down to where less Negroes are going to be getting paid. They're going to say, well, all this vulgar going back and forth, hate stuff, well, we're just going to take away monetization just for that. Then it's going to be, it's going to be monetization for everybody who only is with this group here, or you got this and this. They're going to raise the bar for monetization. And then after that, they say, we got this thing where you could subscribe, and if you're part of this package, you can be monetized and you can curse, use minimum curses, but it's gonna have to cost you an extra $4.99 a month. And trust me, it's all coming. You gotta see the traps before they come. You gotta know the traps so you don't get surprised with them. That's what they gonna come with. They did it the first time, and they went through my videos and said, well, damn, we can't get them. Then they came with the everybody who had fake subscribers. YouTube was like, well, they're cracking down on fake subscribers, and they're gonna go in and start cleaning people's pages out. So if you have fake subscribers, YouTube is cleaning those accounts out. So you're gonna lose them. And your account might be demonetized if you lose so many because you have so many fake accounts. I'm like, I'm not worried about that because I already knew. I never bought any subscribers. I don't have fake accounts. So that I'm not gonna have a problem there. Everybody's like, okay, next thing you know, came and went. Uh-uh. I ain't lose a thing. Because I don't play ball. Meaning I'm not buying nothing. I'm not paying for this. I'm just making videos, and if the people like it, they see it. I fight for the people to see what they subscribed and want to see. That's what I'm fighting for. People be like, man, what you fighting about this fight? I'm like, I'm fighting because this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm fighting for the people to be able to see what they said, what they supposed to get. That's it. Well, these early morning people, they got me on a super late schedule. I'm getting tired. I'm about to go lay down, take a nap after this video. I might do something on IG Live. I ain't did nothing on IG Live in about a couple months. So I might go ahead and do something over there. Plus, Kwame will be awoke, and he'll probably be doing something soon. Oh, yes, sir. Shouts out to Ticket TV. Shouts out to the... Oh, yeah, I won big yesterday. And it was crazy. It looked like I was going to be out right away. Bulls is up big. Well, that's the narrative, right? That's what they want to paint. So, I see what it is, but I'm going to get up out of here. Shouts out to Kwame Brown Bus Life. Don't forget to follow that channel. And Kwame Brown Bus Life 2.0. Don't forget, shouts out to Queen Regina, Damn D, Ticket TV, Welcome to HD TV, Seahawks Jose Rodriguez channel, The Dreamers Pro, that's a good channel, Street TV with Alex, it's a lot going on. But other than that, that's it. You know, I mean, for real. Thank you for your time. Like I said before, y'all can super chat. My Cash App is Carceno, Karceno, and I am out the door. On the Patreon, oh yeah, that's on fire. The biggest video we got up that's been burning is the Richard Pryor and Marvin Gaye's story. Oh my God. I must say, that's one video I did. I had to step back, listen to it myself, and said, man, I'm better than I thought. And that was a live stream. Like, that's what people don't get. I'm like, that was done live. One take, about 40 minutes, me in a car. I swear, it's the craziest thing you ever want to hear. Mm-hmm. Friend, I don't know what's going on. You got to hit the notification bell, select all, and all that stuff. And people are not getting it. I'm going to try to friend and let them know that you're not getting it. Anybody who's not getting notifications, let me know in the chat. And I'll tell YouTube, or let me know in this, or you can leave a comment and say, I'm not getting my notification. Then we can go from there, or you can put it in here. Oh, yeah, it's nap time. Okay, well, I'll let them know. I'm going to give me your name and say, this person's not getting my notification. This person's not getting my notification. So, with that being said, though, I'm going to get up out of here. Deuces.